This is the Renault Zoe, and this and that was the problem with it. So let me just show you guys. Hello, by the way. It's a little bit of a sad day for me at the moment. So it is Bank Holiday Monday, and today is probably going to be the last day of me ever owning a Renault Zoe. Which is a little bit of a sad day for me. I've enjoyed these little cars, but this 10-year-old Renault Zoe has developed a little problem. As you saw in the previous clip, when you open the car, there's a loud sort of air conditioning noise coming from the front of the car. What that is, I think, and I am not a mechanic, is an air conditioning sort of pressure valve, like an over pressure that is venting. What has gone wrong with this car is that the air conditioning pump has gone. And for the majority of the cars out there, I would go as far as saying nearly all of the cars, that is not an issue. For this car, it's an issue. The air conditioning pump is a part of the high voltage circuits in this car. As most of you might know, who've been following for a long time, the Renault Zoe is a little unique amongst the electric car world because it's an AC car, not a DC car. So this car charges the best on AC. The motor is an AC motor, and the motor is actually part of the charging circuit, so the high voltage circuit, which is one of the reasons why this car does a lot of checks before it starts charging, because it's basically directly connected to the AC supply in your house. And that is exactly what happened about 2 weeks ago now. So I came out morning going to work. I came downstairs. I always checked the car because it was never really 100% reliable charging. It was pretty darn good for the last while, but it was never really 100%. So I came downstairs, noticed that the car hadn't charged at all. And the way I checked that is through my Tesla wall charger. I noticed that it hadn't charged at all. I also noticed that the wall charger was offline, which is also wrong. Came outside, no light on the charger. Not a good sign. Checked the switch. It was turned on. So I basically went inside. I thought, okay, power has gone from it. It tripped a fuse. So I flipped the switch back. Plugged the car in. It started to charge. It wanted to start to charge. Immediately the power went again. Not a good sign. At that stage, I was thinking, okay, is it the wall charger that is going wrong, or is it the car? And I checked that by going to a public charger. And when I went to a public charger, the charger immediately went into an error state the moment it started charging. So it was the car. That left me with a predicament and a car that I couldn't charge, which basically is pretty useless to me. This car was doing 85 to 100 kilometers a day without fail for the last 18 months. Now, since it became quite apparent that it was the air conditioning pump, I did a little bit of there's a few garages around who do have worked on this car and do work on electric cars. And all of them basically said if it's the air conditioning pump, it's going to take about 6 weeks to repair, and you're looking at probably over 2,000 euros worth of repair. Now, that is about half of the money that I spent on buying this car. And I always wanted to sort of use it as a trade-in for a newer electric car. I didn't want for it to break. So what I have done is I have contacted Phil, whom I bought this car from, saying, hey, are you interested in buying this from me again for very little money? And he said yes, but I will probably have to spend 2,500 euro to try and repair it. And it's like, yes, you will. And he said, yeah, okay, I'll do it. Because the rest of the car is perfect. It's a 10-year-old car. It's absolutely perfect. The battery is still in, I'm going to say about 90%. I'll check it before I empty it out. And it's just too good to scrap. But I am unwilling to spend the money it's required. And without being able to fuel the car is unfortunately useless to me. So he's picking it up tomorrow. That leaves me with a problem because I need to do 85 kilometers a day every day. And what I have done in the meantime is I've taken a bike and a train to work, and I've gotten myself another car. And what car did I get? Well, you're just going to have to wait probably about 5 seconds for the next clip to kick in. Okay, let's see what car I bought.
Yeah. So yeah, I bought another Tesla. Anybody surprised? I'm not. So the car I bought is the lovely red Model Y that's there in the distance. There are people around it, so I'm not going too near them. I don't want them to feel like they're pressured into featuring on YouTube. Yeah, so I bought a 2022 Tesla Model Y long range. It was a used car, fresh off PCP. And yeah, so far I'm delighted with it, but I haven't really driven it outside of the test drive yet. So I'm gonna go and take it for a drive, and I will take a video clip again whenever I can. Busy man. Okay, here she is, the 2022 Tesla Model Y, all-wheel drive long range. I added these wheel covers just because I like them. It has the tow hitch, which I won't be using because I can't tow, don't really want to tow. Currently down in the Bon Secours in Cork, which is why I am gonna go inside the car now. Okay, so it's currently 28 degrees. It is a scorcher of a day. Anyway, I'm gonna turn this off because you're not going to be able to hear me about the screaming air conditioning. But this is my new car. I'm a little sad to see the Zoe going. I'm definitely sad to see the Zoe going. Phil has it at the moment. I think he's gonna try and repair it. I definitely think it's worth a shot because the car was beautiful. It drove beautifully. It did the job perfectly well for the 18 months that I had it. And yeah, so I guess I'm now a full Tesla owner. No political comments, please. I just enjoy the cars. Okay, I can separate the company with the politics. And anything else new for me? No, not really. It's been busy. Two small boys, very busy. That's why my uploads have been infrequent and very small. We'll be going on a holiday to France in August with the boys in this car. I'll probably do a little bit of filming along the way. Not too much because I kind of like to be present when my children are around. And yeah, so if you have been, thanks for watching. Any comments that you have about the car, any questions, I can answer them. I will probably do a little bit more of a more extensive video about the car, although the cars have been around since, well, this was one of the very first Tesla Model Ys in Ireland, so these cars have been around for the last 4 years. There's not much new I'll be able to show you about these cars. There are plenty other videos on YouTube about these kind of cars. If you're interested in one, I can definitely recommend them. These cars are absolutely brilliant. The one thing I will say is that this particular generation of Model Y does not have the parcel shelf. It's probably another add-on that I'm going to get for this car because I do miss it. So it's basically just this wide open space behind me. As soon as you go past the second row, it's just a wide open space, but it is huge. Okay, thank you very much, and we'll see you guys later.